E aí, hoje a gente vai ver uma entrevista com Dominic Cianciolo, que é diretor de narrativa e dublagem da NetherRealm Studio, ou seja, do Mortal Kombat 1. Então, vamos tentar ver algumas informações novas com o Dominic? Vamos lá, para uma entrevista que eu fiz lá em Chicago, nos Estados Unidos.
Chegou a hora.
Hi Dominic, I'm
Hello.
so excited to talk to you and thank you for this interview.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm glad to talk about MK1.
How do you pick voice actors for Mortal Kombat 1?
Sure. The Mortal Kombat 1 voice cast is a combination of returning folks that we've worked with before and new voices. Obviously, for the characters that we haven't had in the game before, like Ashura and Havoc, we had to go out, we had to find new talent. And other places we were having to adapt and pick new voices for characters that had been rebooted significantly enough that we needed a different take on the voice. Who we pick is kind of a grab bag. We have people that we have worked with before, perhaps on Injustice, that haven't been part of Mortal Kombat. We know we want them in because we like what they do. We'll bring them in there. For other roles, we'll do a casting call where I'll prepare sides about who the characters are. Those go out to agents. The agents have their actors audition. I get a whole bunch of auditions back, and then I sift through them along with other members on the team till we get the voices we want. And then if there are people on the list, if there's people that we know of that perhaps have a really long track record, they might just get cast right away. If there are perhaps people who have fewer credits under their belt, we'll bring them in for a callback. And I'll work with them, and I'll see if we like the additional work that they do outside of this taped audition that they sent in.
Nice.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. About the story, will cameo fighters impact the game story?
Yeah, sure. Cameo fighters are involved in the story as well, and so they are naturally picked in the story based on who's in the scene, who you're fighting as, who you're fighting against, and so they'll definitely be part of it. That part of the experience, which is core to the rest of the game, is part of the story mode.
So, Liu Kang made a new world, you know? Mm-hmm. And in this timeline, is a multiverse? Like variations of the same characters on the story?
Sure, yeah, so when we were looking at the question of how the character is going to be different in Mortal Kombat 1, we sort of asked the question, what would Liu Kang do? That was sort of my guiding star in terms of thinking about how we would change up these characters. And so we see a lot of characters that are different and tweaked from what they were before, whether it's the nature of their rivalries or how they might get their powers. All that stuff has been different, changed up, and made a little bit different as we look to this new era of MK.
What was the biggest challenge in creating the new game story?
I think the biggest challenge was trying to find that line of how much do we change and how much has to stay the same. Obviously fans are very invested in the 30 years of Mortal Kombat that we've had leading up to this. So we want to make things fun and exciting and new without making people feel like they're being left behind. And so it was trying to strike that balance, and hopefully we've hit it in a way that fans will like.
And the original story had changed, like Sub-Zero and Scorpion being brothers. Mm-hmm. Which one did you like the most?
Oh, which change?
Yeah, what kind of change?
Oh man, I guess it's hard to say it. It's too early because this Mortal Kombat 1, is the beginning of this new narrative, right? These characters' journeys are just beginning. They're going to we're going to see them evolve. So I think we've set up a lot of really interesting changes in these pairings. Yeah, and now we just have to sort of see how they pay off, from this story and then on to future stories.
Sempre há algo pelo qual vale a pena lutar.
Valeu, Dominic! Trouxe informações novas pra gente aqui sobre Mortal Kombat. Puxa, foi legal, hein? Conhecer todos os estúdios da NetherRealm e ver eles fazendo ali o jogo presencialmente. Foi uma experiência muito bacana. Se você não viu, tem um vídeo aqui no Warner Play sobre o Estúdio Tour na NetherRealm Studios. Não tem desvantagem. E é isso, espero que vocês tenham gostado e até amanhã, porque tem vídeo todo dia aqui no Warner Play. Tchau! E aí, gostou do vídeo? Então se inscreva no Warner Play clicando aqui e a gente deixou outras 2 sugestões de vídeo pra você.